Walking into a big jail and having the cell door closed behind me.
Am I gonna be safe in there?
Is a crazy labyrinth of madness.
They're not running this place, the inmates are.
Fucking hell.
I spent time with murderers in a Filipino jail. When I was on the way out to the Philippines, I thought I'm going to Manila. I thought of some of the thousands of the clusters of islands in the Philippines. I thought there was going to be palm trees. I thought there was going to be white beaches and blue seas. Boy, was I wrong.
It's estimated that up to 1 million young people live on the streets with no support to turn to.
Homeless and hungry, this makes them the perfect recruits for Manila street gangs.
And a life of crime, violence, and drugs. I'm teaming up with the ANAC TNK, a charity that offers access to education, health, and safety for Manila's most vulnerable kids.
This is the place where they usually stay. It's a computer shop.
Yo, check this out. This place is crazy. So you're saying the kids beg and they get money and they spend it
Yes.
in this place, you know,
yes,
to play
in this
games.
place to play games.
Is that a tattoo?
Yes.
How old is he?
He's 14 already.
So he's 14, he's got a tattoo, he's taking drugs, he's living on the street. That's catastrophic. On the wall there, you know, I can see TBS, and I know that, you know, TBS is a huge gang here in Manila, you know, with multiple different factions. It's on the wall there. Does that mean that any of these kids are part of the TBS gang? How does that make you feel?
It's not good. It's not good that they are involved in that group.
Sometimes it's difficult for them to join us because sometimes they have gangs outside and they don't want to leave that group.
Yeah.
Because they are protected,
Yeah.
they are given money, they are given food.
I'm hearing that the main pull of a gang for young people is an opportunity to have a sense of family. I need to meet these guys so I can work out for myself how they operate and whether they really do offer a better life. TBS gang members of all ages line the alleyway.
Right, lads, what's going on? What's going on? Yes. What's
It
going
seems
on?
like a friendly
going
hello,
on?
but it's also
going
a
on?
reminder of who's
going
in
on?
charge
Yes.
around here.
Yes, what's going on? What's going on,
Good.
brother?
All good.
What the fuck? I did not expect that at all.
So if you want to earn decent money around here, you have to join the gang. But to join, you need to prove yourself.
Yo.
I've been invited to see what a TBS initiation is like. This is a rite of passage that every new member has to go through and is seen as an honor. They tell me this guy is 19 and he wants to be here, but he's looking pretty nervous. They call it the 30-second massacre. 4 guys smash the shit out of you for a total of 30 seconds. But if it gets too much, you can stop the clock at any time for a breather. After the beating, they check to make sure he's okay. But it's not over yet. I can't believe what I'm seeing. They're stubbing out a lighted fag onto his hand and holding it there. It must be agony, but he doesn't make a sound. They show me where they're burning him. 2 spots between his fingers. It's brutal.
I don't even know what to fucking say.
He wanted to join the gang because he hasn't got any family and he wanted to be part of the brotherhood. Now he had to get beat on for 30 seconds, which doesn't sound too gruesome, but when you're there in person, seeing him yelping, seeing how much pain he's in, and seeing him want to quit, that's not a nice place to be in.
I'm keen to explore a place where gangs are equally as big players. Inside a Filipino jail.
I can't say that I felt too comfortable about going to a jail with murderers and having the cell door closed behind me and being in a place openly with 1,000 inmates.
Am I gonna be safe in there? Fucking hell. I was walked in, they're telling me I was gonna go inside there now with all these prisoners. Shit. How are you? Hello, hello.
Filipino jails are among the most overcrowded in the world.
Hi.
Inside the gate, I meet Dennis, a leader of a gang called the Commandos.
One thing that's mad is I thought I'd be really uncomfortable in the jail, and it turned out that I wasn't. These people were really civilized and lived in a civilized community within that jail, no matter how rough it looked or no matter what the crimes that people committed were.
Dennis takes me to his cell block, which he shares with 90 other inmates.
You tell me why you're in here, Dennis.
I'm about a case, murder case. I am in the jail is almost 5 years, but my case is on process.
The Filipino justice system is notoriously slow. Many inmates, like Dennis, are detained for years on remand without trial.
And how many different gangs is there in this jail?
2 gangs only, Sputnik and Commando. The gang is in the jail is not a gang on war. It's a gang to make a family.
Dennis takes me back through the yard to meet the boss of the other gang, the Sputniks.
Lester, Ash, nice to meet you, man. How old were you when you started using drugs?
14 po. Siya po. Yun nga po, nagbenta nga po ng illegal na droga, kaya po ako nadala din eh.
What is life like for you in here, Lester?
Ayos lang din naman po. Sa labas po kasi mag-aanap pa ako para makain eh. Dito po meron na.
And outside of here, were you part of a gang?
Wala po.
It's fascinating that Lester chose gang life after being locked up. Can I blame him?
I think these guys actually have a good life in here compared to some of the people that I've met out in the slums. It's cleaner, it smells better, there's a roof over your head, there's food on the table, and there's actually a safe environment to live in.
Then to be playing basketball with them is a crazy labyrinth of madness, which I would never have expected.
A very good defense from Mr. Cain.
I am absolutely shattered, but I really enjoyed it. It was a great environment to play my very first basketball game, and who'd have thought it in a Filipino jail.
You go into a jail like that, and in fact, there isn't violence, there isn't drugs, there isn't murders. There's actually a brotherhood, friendship, support, medical care, food, and these guys genuinely do look after each other and keep the peace.
Thank you very much, see you later.
I've always thought that gangs equal drugs and guns, but Manila has shown me that this isn't always the case.
Check out the full episode of Ashley Cain Into the Danger Zone on BBC iPlayer.